gonna be a bumpy ride.
Chrissie is hilarious.
Chrissie, have you ever heard of the comedian Basha K. Ali?
No, that sounds like something you yell at before you blow up a plane.
Basha K. Ali!
30 seconds remaining.
But you know what, Chrissie, to say I dabbled in stand-up is something. I haven't been disrespectful to you at all.
I was very confused by the title, Everything Everywhere All at Once, because that's also what we call it when Ash takes off his shirt.
I shouldn't be up here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean.
Ooh, welcome, welcome. It's Mayr in the morning. We're late, we're gay, we're in California. Hi, hello. Everything is sticky here. Coming to you live. It's probably not 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock here on the West Coast because I feel like I'm always on West Coast time. I do everything very late. But I think, gosh, is it what, noon in New York? 1 o'clock? We're 3 hours behind, aren't we? Fuck. Well, I'll just have to go a little bit earlier tomorrow then. So there. Hello. Welcome. It's Mayr in the morning. I'm coming to you live from my beautiful, gorgeous hotel room. Can you even see? Can you guys even see? I'm going to lift the camera so you guys can see like what I'm working with here in terms of the view. The view is gorgeous. Ah! Hold on. I have to carry my own microphone. Hold. Can you see? Can you see? Ugh. Look at this. Isn't it gorgeous? The height of luxury. And I was able to open my window a little tiny bit. Look at that. Look at that. That's some view. All right. It's inspiring is what it is. Okay. I'm back. Okay, it's hot. It's hot. Did I mute myself? Yep, it's good. It's good to be me. Don't open the window, you say? That is how the homeless get in? No, I'm not on the first floor, so no one's gonna get in. I mean, it's not the best view. It's not a great view, but there's mountains in the back eventually out there. It's fine. There is a pool at this hotel, a little pool, a little icky, very public pool that anyone can sort of stick their head in. Hi, it's good to be here. I had a long flight yesterday, as flights from New York to California are, but it was nonstop, so that was pretty cool. 5 hours. Aisle seat. Drank a lot of drinks. Yeah, my hotel has a pancake machine, so I'm living large right now. Wow, so much has happened. I haven't gone live in a couple of days because getting ready to travel. And my God, where do I even begin? You know where I will begin is with my shows. Tomorrow I'm going to be in Pasadena. There is an Elks Lodge. I think they call it the Sunset Lodge in Pasadena, and I'll be there tomorrow with Lila Hart. That show is sold out. So I don't know what to tell you. If you didn't get a ticket yet, I don't know. You might be screwed. You might be SOL. However, there are 2 shows in San Diego. There's a show Friday, and then there's actually 2 shows Saturday. They just added a late show to the Saturday schedule. Boom! Mic Drop Comedy in San Diego. Friday, there's a 7:30 show, and Saturday, there's a 7:30 and a 10 o'clock show that was just added. There's a few tickets left for the 7:30 shows, but definitely this 10 o'clock is plenty open. So get your tickets. Don't wait till the last minute, guys. I'm slowly but surely getting slightly more in demand. So you can't, the days of just being able to walk up and buy a ticket, they might be ending. You might not just be able to roll up and get a ticket whenever you want anymore. And you'll be like, oh, what happened? Chrissie's selling out shows. I miss the old Chrissy that no one knew about and no one went to see her perform. I could always get a ticket. So a lot's been happening. My God. Should we check in on Eliza Bleu? Do you guys still care? It's very sad because it's been a month. Venti is still locked out of her account. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do anymore. This is something a lot of us were suspecting would happen. Who's calling me? Nick Cersei. Should I answer the phone? Hi, Nick. I'm doing a live stream right now.
Oh, you are? Okay. Well, call me after.
Okay. Is this about tomorrow?
Yeah, just wanted to talk for a few seconds.
Okay. All right. I'll call you as soon as I'm done.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Do. That's right. Now you know my ringtone is The Price is Right. Wow, I feel like so vulnerable. Guys, Eliza Bleu has dropped out of the Minds event. No one is shocked. Everyone saw this coming. I actually found out about this before it was announced, and I'm not shocked at all. But here, Minds tweeted this out almost 24 hours ago. So what? Last night? I don't know. Bill Ottman was on Minds. So, and I listened back. I don't think he mentioned it. Maybe at the very end, he shouted out the Minds event, but he did not announce that Eliza was not going to be at the Minds event on Tim Pool's show. I wonder why. Maybe it's a sticky subject. Maybe he just didn't think it was important. I don't know. Eliza Bleu has informed us that she will no longer be speaking at Minds Fest in Austin. I guess she said she didn't feel like it was like a safe space anymore, which is such bullshit. It's such bullshit. I always knew that she was going to drop. Yes, there were whispers and rumors that maybe Brittany Venti was going to be there. I still don't even know if Venti's going to be there just, as a viewer, as an audience member, or if she's going to end up getting on a panel. I would love to see her get on a panel. I know a lot of people would love to hear her thoughts right now. She definitely has a few things to say about censorship. So I don't know. Eliza would probably say, oh, it's because, I don't feel safe. That Venti might show up. Oh, Brittany Venti's going to be there. It's not safe for me anymore. It's like, girl, you a grown-ass woman, okay? And if you're trying to save your public persona, you better be going to all the events that you can and answering all the questions that you can in public, face-to-face. But why would she do that? Why would she do that when she can't control real live people at a public event? What she can control is all of us on Twitter. She can mute, she can block, she can do a blockchain. And clearly she's not interested in a situation in which she doesn't have full control. Which is why she's not going to go to this event. I think it has nothing to do with Venti, because if Venti never came, guess what? You're not going to, this is 2 months from now. People are not going to forget about what happened, and you're not going to be able to control a whole audience full of people. Probably they're going to boo her, and they're going to ask her a lot of tough questions that she didn't want to answer. It seems like she doesn't want to answer most questions. So this is not a shock to me at all, but I'm gonna wait and see that she's gonna spin it. I'm fully prepared to see her blame this on Minds, that they didn't do enough to make her feel safe. Fuck that shit. You're a grown ass woman. This is part of being a public person. You're gonna be asked questions. You gotta have to explain yourself, and she just doesn't feel like doing any of that anymore. She's the master of spin. So don't let her make you feel like this is Minds' fault at all. Minds went on to say, we still have many great speakers, including Brian Callen, he's a comedian, Peter Boghossian, I don't know who that is, Destiny, Jack Posobiec, and many others, and live music presented by Bast Records. Minds Fest live in Austin at the Vulcan Saturday, April 15th. Tickets are available. And then I tweeted such a vibrant thing because she is such a vibrant thing. I think people keep forgetting that. Mike Harlow responds, okay, but can I fill in to perform the role of Eliza Bleu? Yeah, Mike did a funny Eliza Bleu impression. Daniel Clancy, please do just show up. The invitation is implied. P-Dog, hey, maybe get a substitute. Yeah, a lot of people are mentioning Venti now. Secret Chokami is my Chemical Romance performing. That's unfortunate. Leanne Starr says, imagine my shock. Imagine my block. Lol. Everyone's saying good. For all I know, you're planning on sex trafficking me. Oh, this is Fat Eliza Bleu. This is a parody account. That's really funny, actually. Congratulations, says Billboard Chris. So essentially, you just confirmed for everyone that Brittany Venti will be there. I don't know that necessarily implies that. Good. Mine's is all about free speech, not censoring people asking questions. More people tagging Brittany, posting photos of her. There's plenty of time for her to build a new persona and appear under a different name. Yeah, wouldn't that be funny if magically they book a new person named Eliza Purple? I heard she had a problem with Austin's traffic. Eva Lovia says, as it should be. When the trash takes itself out, please invite Brittany Venti and the Quartering to speak on the topic of Twitter censorship. She's no longer, quote, accessible publicly or privately. She can't run forever. This isn't blowing over. And here's a tweet of Eliza's. This was from, I guess, before or let's see if what's today? Today's the 22nd. Yeah, this might have been before Minds announced that she was not going to be at the event. She's the master of spin. Eliza's a master manipulator. Never forget that. So she put this out. Previously, I was extremely accessible to many to communicate privately. This was very helpful, and I'm grateful for that period of time. She is such a master. There's constantly bullshit spewing out of her. It's always, look over here. Let's talk about this. It's about this, instead of anything to distract from what she just got her friggin' ass handed to her for, which is censorship, which is lying about her past. If she tries to, she's going to try to distract and make this about other thing. Oh, now I'm so hard to talk to. I'm putting this bubble of exclusivity around me now. And it's like, girl, that still doesn't explain why you censored Venti for posting public screenshots of a public music video. Things have changed a bit. I am no longer in a season where I can be accessible to many. My direct contact information has changed. If we're close, I'll reach out to you eventually with the new contact information. Again, she's trying to make it seem like just talking to her is this huge privilege. Request that we speak on the phone to avoid fakes and scammers. Ask me a detail that only I would know. How much did you get paid for the World Star video? Did you really turn down that $150K for sex? How many times did you brag to your mom about being a video vixen? Twitter DMs are no longer a good way to get a hold of me. Please don't DM any personal information to me. Please don't ask folks who you think I'm friendly with to contact me. I'm so exclusive now. My lies are only going exclusively to a few people now. I'm sending you all love. I'm grateful for this new season. Seasons of lies. She's so full of shit. Does this mean she's going to assume a new identity? Yeah, very few people are upset by her not going to be at the Minds event. I'm not seeing a lot of comments about people really broken up about this, as it should be. She's a fraud. Give the spot to Brittany Venti. People saying, oh no, being exposed as a fraud will do that to a person. Tim will be heartbroken. Great. I thought you invited her. Uninvited her. Sounds like a win to me. Austin won't turn into a battleground that weekend then. Thank F. She cost you cred. So people were actually thinking that her participation in the Minds event was actually going to be a negative thing. And I know that Minds tries to be, allow for maximum dialogue. But I think she was always going to bail. She was always going to bail on this event. It just was a matter of time. She wasn't going to bail immediately after her kind of, what did she refer to it as? Fake cancellation? Isn't that funny? She said, "Oh, I was fake canceled." She's such a manipulator. It's wild. Everything she tweets is for a specific manipulation purpose. Let's go to see. Hold on. Before I go to her Eliza's tweets, I'm gonna just make sure I scroll through the chat to make sure I didn't miss anybody's super chats. I'm doing Dick Masterson's podcast a little later today at 5:00, and then I'm going to head over to the Comedy Store. I'm doing the 8:00 show there. That's Sam Tripoli's show, so I'm kind of excited for that. I hope they're okay about me not being vaccinated, because that's why they wouldn't let Lila Hart in 3 years ago. Have not been here to California or LA anywhere since the beginning of the pandemic. Like, I know, Nina. I was told that he might be on his best behavior. I don't like him. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm going in there maintaining that I still don't like Vito. But you know, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the pod. It's kind of like, what else am I going to do? I'm here. There's only so many hotel pancakes you can make and eat. I'll send him your best, Nina. I will give him shit for being a pedo sympathizer. I like Dick Masterson. I think he and I have sort of, well, we were never uncool, but I think we're okay. Dude, I literally did do a show on Skid Row the first time I was in California, which was 3 years ago. My first ever headlining show in California. It was at the Moroccan Lounge, which I believe is right on Skid Row or nearby. Because as soon as I showed up, they're all like, "Oh God, you're doing a show here?" And it was March 9th at the Moroccan Lounge in Los Angeles on First Street. So if I zoom out, it's near Little Tokyo. Yeah, it's in between like Skid Row, Little Tokyo. Aliso Village. I had no idea. It was just like the only venue. When you're me, you got to perform wherever the hell you can, because like all the main clubs aren't really like beating down my door, because I'm not really like mainstream approved, you know? So you perform in weird places. And very beginning of the pandemic, March 9th, 2020, I'm there. It was right when everything was popping off. And I even made a joke. I'm like, "Oh, I was supposed to have like a cruise ship, like an Asian cruise ship full of all my biggest fans." They got held up. I remember making pandemic jokes like on stage, and I was like, "What the hell's going on?" And I remember being in West Hollywood and like the panic that was going on. I was in this store and everybody's like rushing and buying rubbing alcohol and wipes, like Clorox wipes. I remember those were all gone like right away. And people had like plastic on their hands and were shopping like with it was really interesting. But anyway, I'm here. I'm back, baby. Back in Cali. We had fun though. Okay, what's up, Matthew Hammond? Did you see the info L found on Emily Kors? Check DM. No, I don't. Who is Emily Kors? Emily Kors. I don't know who that is. Yes. Ugh, I have my phone like ringers on. Ringers and dingers. Everyone's blowing up. What is this? We live in a banana republic. Georgia Trump election probe speaks out. I have no idea what that is. Okay. Mark Zart knew there was no way EB would show up because Brittany lives close to there. I mean, could she really be that threatened by her? It's kind of amazing. Like, we're all grown-ass people here. Dark Side with Love. What's up? Hey, Chrissy. Congratulations on selling out Pasadena. I got my ticket last week. Hail Simpcast. Hail FNT. Excited to meet you. Yeah, that's right. Because guess what? Dark Side with Love realizes that you can't just walk up and see me anymore. You can't just show up day of and expect to get in. This is starting to get to be VIP. I'm just kidding. All right. Let's see what has Eliza. Because Eliza been tweeting. She has been a busy bee. Why can't I share my screen? What the fuck? This is an old, it's not even that old of a laptop. I bought this, what, summer of 2020? 2021, maybe? And yes, I did spill an entire cup of coffee on it, but it seems to be working just fine. But now I can't share Safari. That's so fucking gay. I wanted to share these Eliza tweets. Hold the phone, guys. Let's see what the problemo is. Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen. Go to System Preferences. Unlock the screen by selecting the lock. Oh my God, there's so many steps. Shit. Well, shit. Okay, maybe I'll just read them. Wow, she's been tweeting a lot. She's been tweeting a lot lately. Yeah. So anyway, this is all about spin. She's just going to make this about how she's producing an air of exclusivity around her, and she's making it seem like it's for VIPs only, not that she is literally blocking anybody who asks her a question or who disagrees with her delusional version of reality. She's still tweeting cat memes. There's this image that says, "Bully, take a hike." Me, after taking his advice and enjoying the beauty of nature. Like, oh my God, like Eliza's going to pretend that she's so above it all. She's going to make it seem like, oh, this is just drama. I'm ignoring this. I'm bigger than this. Instead of like, no, girl, you got uncovered. You got exposed. You got found out. People realized you were lying. People think you're suspect. And she's just not going to acknowledge any of that at all. And she's just going to pretend she's holier than thou. What I don't like is she did a quote tweet of Hotep Jesus had this tweet, says, "What happens when your favorite influencer falls for a psyop? Should they be forgiven?" Now, I watched this Hotep Jesus video. It's all about basically left-wing Black influencers not being hired to do speeches anymore because we're not in an election year. And as far as I've watched on Hotep Jesus's video, it's about that. But Eliza, since she's a master manipulator, she quote tweets the Hotep Jesus tweet where he's saying, "What happens when your favorite influencer falls for a psyop? Should they be forgiven? Let's discuss now." And the psyop he's discussing is one that kind of like left-wing Black Democrats fall for. Because like he's talking about BLM, he's talking about how just the Democratic Party takes advantage of Black people precisely leading up to an election. But since Eliza's the master of spin, she quote tweets it to say, "I have a team looking into the bots." Like she's making it about herself. "My name trending on and off for 3 weeks was an overplayed hand. I'm an ANCAP. The plan was to remove my seat at the table. God decides." Now she brings in the more shit she's in and the more lies she's caught in, the more she brings up God. "God decides where I sit, not Twitter bots, reactionaries, the ruling class, corporate press, or any government." Now she's like, "It's me against the man." It's like, girl, you still lied. You still lied and you still censored people just for asking questions about your music videos. "I feel like if I'm not targeted or seen as controversial, then I'm not doing enough. A bot farm purchased in an attempt to smear my name simply showed me my worth. I have been so effective that I'm worth destroying. So thank you for the compliment." She's spinning everything into a compliment. This girl's ego is out of control. She's the definition of like fake it till you make it. And then when everyone finds out they were lying, continue to fake it till you, I guess, make it again. I guess that's our plan. P.S. I didn't lose my seat at any table that has value towards my overall goals of maximum freedom for all. If anything, the attacks toward me solidified my seat. The individuals that I'm at the table with have faced the same attacks. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about, Eliza? You're talking out of your ass. Literally, she's just trying to make it sound like I didn't lose my seat at the table. It's like, girl, you bailed out of the Minds Fest. Someone even said, why did you pull out of Minds Fest? Someone said, Ultra Mega Force responded with, because she is a censoring clown. Me. You're actually quite boring. These comments, she's getting ratioed. People are not forgetting. It's like, girl, you can't block everybody. So what do you say to the ones who gave you 100% support and saw the video of what you said about the children? My heart sunk that day. Yeah, there's no explaining that. I looked forward to hearing you speak at Minds. Can't wait for all the lies in person. You are objectively a bad person. Translation, you fooled the right people. Wow. I found you a table. It's just a table with one seat. Yeah, she's getting ripped. Pray for peace. De-escalation should be the only conversation right now. My God, Eliza, you're so much holier than thou. You're so above it all. I'm working on a new project called 2050. I'm so inspired by this project that I'll probably be working on it until I'm in my final days. It's intimidating, but worth it. Go after what you love with passion. I look forward to seeing what you create. So she's just not acknowledging anything. Somebody responded she's going to corner the project developers for super chats straight to her Cash App. These comments are funny. She's straight aggressive panhandling. Give me that loot. Oh my God. The number of followers she'll have left after blocking all of the quote bots. Please don't talk about it until then. We need a break from your drama. One person who is a fan of her still wrote, good for you. Keep growing and healing. That's what matters the most. She's all talk, this girl. All talk. All talk. Eliza Bleu is all talk. Ghost Crusaders. Not gonna lie, she had a tight body in that video. Don't know why. Don't know why she mass flagged that one and not the one where her gut was hanging over her fupa. She probably didn't think that all her music videos would get found out. We all saw her seat. It was jiggling in the desert. Yeah, we did. We saw that sleet. We saw that seat in slow motion, dimples and all, slowly twerking through the desert. Wowie, wowie, wowie. When you talk out of your ass, everyone can smell the shit. Yup. She's just so delusional. She must know that no one believes her. And she's like, I guess I'm just going to keep. She's going to keep lying. She's doing her best to keep up appearances. But I think she knows she's fucked, which is why she won't go to a public event. Because she can't control a live event. She can control Twitter. She can keep blocking people who ask questions. She can keep tweeting like everything's fine. But when you get somebody in person, she can't avoid all the questions, and she can't avoid hiding her face and her true emotions and like what her face would look like when someone goes, hey, Eliza, we know you lied. So there. Yeah, I did. I did make my bed. Actually, I slept in this bed, Fealty. But I made that bed too. Yeah, I make my bed when I stay in a hotel. I'm not an animal. And it just looks better. That takes 1 minute to do. And I sleep pretty tidy. Like I like a tucked bed because I feel like I'm like in there. Like a little snug bug in a rug. But I like a tidy room. I like a tidy bed. And I sleep pretty still. I don't move around that much. So the bed itself doesn't really get unmade very much. So I just do a little ducky duck, little duck. Do a little tuck. It's a woman thing. Yep. Lila's going to stay in this bed whenever she gets here. Yep, I did. I made my bed. Do you know what my favorite thing about staying at a hotel is? Well, there's lots of great things about staying in a hotel, but I really like spreading out all my toiletries in the bathroom. Like I like lining them up and kind of grouping them by type. Like I have my like tooth area, toothbrush, toothpaste, floss, and then I have like a contact lens station, like the solution, the case, and then I have like a little skincare pile. Is it I don't think it's OCD. I don't know. I think it's fun to just see it out. Opposite of me, I'm like a bird in flight when I sleep and I never make my bed at a hotel. Oh. Well, I'm not doing a full tuck. I mean, come on, look. I'm not going nuts here. Look at this. I didn't do a full-blown tuck job. Just a little smooth out and I fixed the pillows. Because I'm not a fucking degenerate like you people are. And I swiped some yogurts from the breakfast station. I did have one of the pancakes from the pancake machine, and I fucking regret it because it tasted like diarrhea. Wow. Oh boy. It's funny because Eliza was so excited to do this show, The Minds Fest. Like she tweeted out January 19th, live at the Vulcan in Austin, Texas on April 15th. I'm finally going to get the conversation that I'm dying to have with Bill from Minds. Oh, I'm dying to talk to Bill from Minds. Oh, you can't even see it. So I'm doing that boomer thing where I show my phone. I'll be there speaking about the future of removing child sexual exploitation off of tech platforms without violating innocent citizens' privacy rights. Well, it doesn't. Interesting. Sounds depressing, but not really, because my fellow panelists, Luke, Ian, and Minds are really fun. Well, she was excited about going a month ago. I did roll downstairs. I got some coffee. They had like classic hotel sausage links, like very small, like the size of a finger. And they had scrambled eggs, which were like very dry looking. And then they had these ready-made little eggy, cheesy omelets, which are basically just eggs that they fold. And then they throw them in there. So I had some of that. A lot of Spanish-speaking people in this hotel. I'm not talking about the employees. I'm talking about the people staying here. I was like trying to tell somebody, oh, they're making more coffee. And he was like, ¿Qué? And I was like, oh, what the fuck? Where am I? Fucking California, man. California, man. Matthew Hammond. Emily Kors was the foreperson in a grand jury that pushed for changes against Trump/reps in Georgia. Elle found her Pinterest where she had spells on it. Spells? That's fucking weird. All right. Maybe I will play this then, since you brought it up.
When it comes to there are indictments recommended, of course.
She looks crazy.
Is it more than
she looks nuts.
12 people? Is it more than 20 people?
I think if you look at the page numbers of the report, there's about 6 pages in the middle that got cut out.
She looks crazy.
Allow for spacing. It's not a short list.
Not a short list. More, I mean.
Whoa, she's
when
nuts.
it comes to 75
He's nuts.
Like, it's not, I assume, of course, it's
right.
not 75 people. Would you characterize it as 20-ish people?
I can't say I counted.
Okay. More than a dozen, though, I think I heard you say in another interview.
I believe so.
I think she's full of shit.
That's probably a good assumption.
The name that everyone wants to know about is former President Trump.
Of course.
Did you recommend charges against Donald Trump?
I really don't want to share something that the judge made a conscious decision not to share. I will tell you that
What
it
is she
was
doing with her head?
a process where we heard his name a lot. We definitely heard a lot about former President Trump.
Like, what?
And we definitely
Fuck.
discussed him a lot in the room. And I will say that when this list comes out, there are no major plot twists waiting for you.
What the fuck? What? Who are these clowns? That girl has a meth problem. SSRI Republic. She looks absolutely giddy. Isn't it illegal to talk about what happens in a grand jury? Yeah, I thought so. Meth. Something is wrong with her. Repeal the 19th Amendment. Hey, women, this is why men don't want to date you. The moment you realize that the phrase grand jury was a farce. Yikes. This female was given far more respect than she deserved. I'm lost. What's going on? Election tampering, I assume. Remember when he asked for a specific amount of votes to be, quote, found. Wow. Yikes. That is the 4 person. She thinks she's on TikTok. Oh my God. Yeah, what a fucking idiot. I feel like I have a lot to catch up on that. But thank you, Matthew. That was Emily Kors, the 4 person in a grand jury that pushed for charges against Trump and Republicans in Georgia. But turns out she's just a dumb woman. You don't miss hotels or travel. Well, excuse me, good night, mister. I guess you're just too good for a pancake machine. If you make your bed, your dog will dig it up to sleep in. Oh, that's so cute. I love when dogs dig in the bed. I'm always like, what are you looking for? I don't think it's OCD. Yeah, thank you. It's called being organized. I love it when my girls do it so I can knock them all down. Gojira style. A Dylan Mulvaney tuck job. You guys, it's nice to, like, you know what I mean? It's nice to have a made bed. Jordan Peterson would be proud of me. Yeah, it takes 1 minute and it's like every time you look at it, you go, you know? Look at that. Yeah, you know what that looks like? That looks like self-respect. This looks like starting your day off right, okay? If I do nothing else today, I know I can say that I've made my bed. And it's so big. Like, these rooms are kind of small, so the bed really takes up like half the room. You really want half the room looking like a shitstorm? Okay, I'm going to have to look more into that Georgia lady. Biden just fell down on the steps to Air Force One. Yes, he did. I was just looking at that. He's having trouble walking upstairs. He's having a lot of trouble, guys. Do you guys still check on Eliza Bleu tweets? You don't have to make your bed if you never sleep in one. Oh, are you a chair sleeper? Are you one of those weirdos? Exactly. She says she has a team looking into these. She is so good at making it sound like she's more impressive, important, rich, etc. than she is. Oh, I have a team. Oh, I have people. She has a team looking into bots. Where's she getting the money from? I think she's full of shit. I think she's just full of shit. She had like one assistant, that Amanda chick. She's absolutely full of it. Okay, what else is going on? Yeah, Shane Cashman. Oh, okay. So this is trending. The mask mandates did nothing is trending. RFK tweeted, this is a quote, there is just no evidence that masks made any difference. But wait, hold on. What about N95 masks as opposed to lower quality surgical or cloth masks? Makes no difference. None of it. An Oxford epidemiologist said this in the New York Times. Let's pull up that article. I mean, this might not come as a shock to some of you guys. The mask mandates did nothing. This is from Brett Stevens. Will any lessons be learned? Yeah, they created a whole lot of litter. That's for sure. The most rigorous and comprehensive analysis of scientific studies conducted on the efficacy of masks for reducing the spread of respiratory illness, including the coof, was published late last month. Its conclusions, said Tom Jefferson, the Oxford epidemiologist who is its lead author, were unambiguous. There is just no evidence that masks, make any difference, he told the journalist Marianne DeMasi, full stop. But wait, hold on. What about N95 masks as opposed to lower quality surgical or cloth masks? Makes no difference. None of it, said Jefferson. What about the studies that initially persuaded policymakers to impose mask mandates? They were convinced by non-randomized studies, flawed observational studies. What about the utility of masks in conjunction with other preventative measures such as hand hygiene, physical distancing, or air filtration? There's no evidence that many of these things make any difference. People were fucking fired over this shit. These observations don't come from just anywhere. Jefferson and 11 colleagues conducted the study for Cochrane, a British nonprofit that is widely considered the gold standard for its reviews of healthcare data. The conclusions were based on 78 randomized controlled trials, 6 of them during the coof, with a total of 610,872 participants in multiple countries. And they track what has been widely observed in the United States. States with mask mandates fared no better against the coof than those without. No study or study of studies is ever perfect. Science is never absolutely settled. What? But how can we follow it? How can we follow it blindly? What's more, the analysis does not prove that proper masks properly worn had no benefit at an individual level. People may have had good personal reasons to wear masks, and they may have had the discipline to wear them consistently, but their choices are their own. But when it comes to the population level benefits of masking, the verdict is in. Mask mandates were a bust. Those skeptics who were furiously mocked as cranks and occasional censored as misinformers for opposing mandates were right. The mainstream experts and pundits who supported mandates, this is being published in the New York Times, y'all. The mainstream experts and pundits who supported mandates were wrong. In a better world, it would behoove the latter group to acknowledge their error along with its considerable physical, psychological, pedagogical, and political costs. Don't count on it. In a congressional testimony this month, Rochelle Walensky, director of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, called into question the Cochrane analysis reliance on a small number of COOF-specific randomized controlled trials and insisted that her agency's guidance on masking in schools wouldn't change. Damn. If she ever wonders why respect for the CDC keeps falling, she could look to herself and resign and leave it to someone else to reorganize her agency. That too probably won't happen. We no longer live in a culture in which resignation is seen as the honorable course for public officials who fail at their jobs. But the costs go deeper. When people say they, quote, trust the science, what they presumably mean is that science is rational, empirical, rigorous, receptive to new information, sensitive to competing concerns and risks, also humble, transparent, open to criticism, honest about what it doesn't know, and willing to admit error. The CDC's increasingly mindless adherence to its masking guidance is none of those things. It isn't merely undermining the trust it requires to operate as an effective public institution. It is turning itself into an unwitting accomplice to the genuine enemies. Wow, the wind is really blowing. Okay, to its genuine enemies of reason and science, conspiracy theorists and quack cure peddlers, by so badly representing the values and practices that science is supposed to exemplify. It also betrays the technocratic mindset that has the unpleasant habit of assuming that nothing is ever wrong with the bureaucracy's well-laid plans, provided nobody gets in its way. Nobody has a dissenting point of view. Everyone does exactly what it asks, and for as long as officialdom demands. This is the mentality that once believed that China provided a highly successful model for pandemic response. Yet there was never a chance that mask mandates in the United States would get anywhere close to 100% compliance, or that people would or could wear masks in a way that would meaningfully reduce transmission. Part of the reason is specific to American habits and culture. Part of it to human nature. Part of it to competing social and economic necessities. Part of it to the evolution of the virus itself. But whatever the reason, mask mandates were a fool's errand from the start. They may have created a false sense of safety and thus permission to resume semi-normal life. They did almost nothing to advance safety itself. The Cochrane report ought to be the final nail in this particular coffin. There is a final lesson. The last justification for masks is that even if they prove to be ineffective, they seemed like a relatively low-cost, intuitively effective way of doing something against the virus in the early days of the pandemic. But, quote, do something is not science, and it shouldn't have been public policy. And the people who had the courage to say as much deserve to be listened to, not treated with contempt. They may not ever get the apology they deserve, but vindication ought to be enough. Wow. And you know what? Yeah, they're never going to apologize. They're just going to be like, oh, we didn't know. We didn't know. And then we'll be like, motherfuckers, we were telling you the whole time to question it. Wow. People, and then a lot of doctors, physicians, scientists were just keeping their mouth shut because they didn't want to lose their jobs or their licenses. Yep. Oh, they created so much pollution. And you know what? Like, you could present this it's brain damage has been done to people. Like there's been permanent effects into people's psyches. Like, I was amazed. Like, in JFK, there were probably a good 40% of people still wearing masks in JFK, where I flew out of yesterday. And then even still in LAX, like a good 30, I would say like 30 to 40% of people still wearing masks. And it's like, you could show them these articles, and that's unfortunately not going to change anything. And the saddest part are these parents that are making their kids wear them. I feel bad for the kids. They're going to be like, they're just going to be kind of like afraid. There's so many things to be afraid of, like legitimately afraid of. The air should not be one of them. Yeah, I haven't seen a parking lot in the last few years that didn't have several masks on the ground. Yep. Well, nobody's wearing them in Michigan. That's good. Just yesterday, I saw a woman post a negative test on Twitter saying she got vaxxed 5 times and still masks and got it. It's the adult version of thumb sucking. People are just going to do it because it makes them feel more comfortable. It's pretty crazy. But you know what's not crazy? The fact that I'm going to be at the Mic Drop Comedy Club this weekend, Friday and Saturday, with Lila Hart. We got a 7:30 show on Friday, and on Saturday we got 7:30 and 10 o'clock. Get your tickets now. Pasadena tomorrow night. That is sold out, my friend. My friend. And then finally, I think tickets went on sale for my New York City show, March 25th at the Grizzly Pear Midtown. Then I got Staten Island, April 7th, Jersey, April 8th. Beginning of May, I'm back in Dallas. I got Richmond, Virginia at some point. It's a false sense of security. Yep. Yeah. You were at Barnes & Noble reading, and a mom was I don't believe that first part. I was walking around. A mom was walking around the fountain with her son, both of them masked. That is so sad. These kids are, ugh. Feels like sort of mentally beaten into submission here. What was that article? Can you send it to me? Okay. It is trending on Twitter right now. Like, let's all forgive each other for what we did during the pandemic. Let's all treat each other with grace. It's like, bitch, I wasn't doing that to anybody. I was not making anybody feeling bad. Nina, I'm going to send you a link if you want to jump in. This is a slow, lazy mayor in the morning. This is LA style. I definitely need to get my nails did. I need to get my nails done. Wow, I'm going to be meeting Dick Masterson today. And Vito. It'll be fun, I guess. Pat Maloney, masks are showing your political affiliation without telling me your political affiliation. Yep. Very true. Very true. Stephanie, I just started using Twitter a month ago. I have 18 followers, and even I'm blocked by Miss Blue. She must have done some sort of like blockchain situation where you can block anybody who follows anybody. She's just gonna... Oh, I'm disheveled? Yeah, I look a little disheveled. I'm not really. I haven't showered yet. I haven't showered since I got here. And I got here last night. I'll shower today. For sure. I promise. Okay. Let's talk about putting your kids in a box. I put my kids in a box. I put my kids in a box for me time. Genius or dangerous? Ruh-roh. This woman really put her kids in a box so that they would leave her alone. It's important not to put your kids in a box, they say, but try telling that to this mother. One mom on TikTok revealed New York Post they just do articles about TikToks now. I kind of love it. One mom on TikTok revealed that she had put her kids in a literal cardboard box when she needs them to stop bothering her so she can tidy up the house. While some parents, don't they have a room? While some parents are fans, others simply can't believe it. Gabrielle Dunn has gone viral for the hack in a video that now has more than 10.9 million views. The idea was first started by user Abby Franco6, whose video Dunn had duetted. The beginning of the 30-second clip shows Franco's child sitting in a box, coloring on it with markers. This buys me 30 minutes of unbothered cleaning, the text over the original video read. Dunn then cuts to a clip of herself going outside to find a cardboard box of her own and then plops the two children inside along with a big box of crayons. Okay. While her two kids played, she vacuumed beside them with the songs Gangster's Paradise by Coolio and Kylie and Mash playing over the top of the video. Pure genius, Dunn wrote in the caption of her TikTok. Glad we hadn't broken down the box yet. The post has reached out to Dunn for comment. Look how nice that is. Look how fun. Who doesn't want to be in a box? It's open. It's not like it's a shut box. However, while some agree that the hack was in fact genius, others slammed her for even daring to do such a thing. You are just teaching them how to draw on the walls. One viewer How? How is that teaching them? It's a box. It's not a wall. Another agreed, writing, my paranoia could not let me do anything else while I watched the kiddos to make sure they don't put the small broken pieces of crayon in their mouth. Aw, it's kind of cute. Kids are going in boxes anyway, right? Saying that I'm proud of my ingenuity without saying I'm proud of my ingenuity, someone else typed. Other parents praised the mom for her cleaning strategy. Oh my God, this is amazing, one viewer exclaimed. My little girl is an absolute nightmare with crayons, pencils, etc. Wants to draw everywhere. I know what I'm away to go get. Another labeled the idea as a modern playpen. My mom used a playpen for the 1960s to keep us little ones occupied and safe, they wrote. There you go. You're in a box. A second user concurred, this is brilliant. I wish we had social media when I was a young mother. So many clever women out there. Do you guys think this is a bad idea? Put your kids in a box. Give them some crayons. Putting your kids in a box. I think it's fine. I think it's a cheap activity. Like, you don't even have to. I think it's because, God, can I play this without the audio? It's not even, the article's kind of misleading. They make it sound like she wants me time. Like she's going to be drinking Prosecco in a bathtub. It's like she's just cleaning. She's just trying to get them contained while she cleans. Look at that. They're in the box. What is she? Oh, she's putting sneakers on. Okay, she's getting her own box from outside. Yeah, look at that. That's kind of fun. This looks... Oops. I mean, you don't... I think most people who have small kids have a sort of contained playpen type situation. They don't have something like that. I think it's fine. They can breathe. The top is open. I don't think that's worth getting upset about. It's just a cardboard playpen. Exactly. Yeah. In China, they got their kids in the factories. They're all making our phones right now. That's fun. You have to trick them. Kids are really stupid. You can fake them out. Yeah, they are really stupid. Kids love boxes. It's a fort. It's a car. It's a spaceship. What's the problem? My school put me in a refrigerator box to attend class. Yeah. It is. It's getting them ready for their first home, or, you know, more accurately, if they ever decide to live in New York City, just put them in a box and be like, okay, now pretend you're paying $2,000 a month for this. Yeah. Yeah. I never had a playpen. It's kid to corner pipeline. Yeah, cubicle. It's a cubicle baby. Gets them ready for jail, the working world, a New York City apartment. Oh my God, Nina's here.
Hey, girl, what's going on?
Hi, I'm on California time.
I see that. Oh my God. Okay,
What time is it where you are?
I'm on East Coast, so
Oh.
it's 1:52 here. But oh my God, I did that box thing with my nephew.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
How big? What kind of a box was it?
It was like so it was a big Amazon box because I was like babysitting my nephew, and my sister-in-law would get giant deliveries all the time. And at the time he was like 2 years old, and he was going through this phase of like wanting to, draw everywhere. And she had hardwood floors. So he would sit there and like draw on the ground, and then he would like proceed to draw on the ground, like off the paper.
Uh-oh.
So I was like, oh no. And so I like saw the box there, and I'm like, hey, look, like, do you see how this is paper? Like, and he was like, yeah, like, just like feeling the box and being like, see how the difference is? This is paper. This is the ground. This is hard. This is paper. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, I'm like, if you want to draw, you can draw only on this surface, but go in there and draw. That's like your whole surface because it's all paper.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay. So he would go in there and just start drawing everywhere. And it solved a lot of problems. Like it wasn't a bad thing. It was a great thing. And it gave me a minute to be able to make him food while he was like occupied making that.
Yeah. I would tell them, like, even if it's an older kid, like, yeah, pretend you're in a house and just draw your house, like draw your windows, draw a door, draw like plants or something, or you could draw the inside of a kitchen in there. Like you could just save all your boxes and be like, okay, now you're in a bathroom, draw the toilet
Yeah,
draw, the
you can
toilet
be
paper.
creative with it. I mean, he was like really little, so he didn't really get if you would told him what to draw. But he like I remember he would look up and be like, "Auntie Nina, can I draw here?" And like he'd like put his pen to like towards one of the corners of the box, and I'm like, "Yeah, because it's paper. Go for it." And he would draw like whatever he wanted. It was really cute. I don't think there's a problem with it. It's like what you were saying earlier in the article, like it's like as if she's going drinking or something. Like it's like, no,
Yeah.
she's just cleaning
Yeah.
up. Like, who cares?
I put them in a box for me time. Vacuuming is not me time. Are you kidding me? It's like you have to do that for everybody.
Imagine vacuuming being your me time.
That's
like
so sad.
That's fucked up. That's
I
what is
went
she,
on-
housewife on in the 50s? Like, what the fuck's going on?
I went like on a 3-hour, like I went into a fugue state the other day cleaning because I just was like, I realized I hadn't dusted anything in my whole living space. Like, I don't know, maybe not ever, like maybe in at least in a year or something. And then once I started looking for dust, I saw it fucking everywhere. And then once I had the vacuum, like downstairs, I was like, well, the vacuum's here, like, and I have all these different attachments. Like, I might as well vacuum the skinny part of the behind the bathroom sink where I can't get to. And then I was just like, I was on a mission to like go vacuum all the places that hadn't been getting vacuumed. And then
Amazing.
you see dust everywhere, and it's like you're not going to stop till it's over. And then that was like 3 hours later, and I was like, I have to just do this because
it's
if my
a
space
form of
is
spring clean too.
yeah.
Like, it's good.
Oh God. And I went under the couch, like I pushed the couch out of the way, and there's like not even dust bunnies, but like whole dust animals, like a whole like, and then you're like, how does this form? It's like a combination of lint and then hair, and then it becomes like its own creature.
Yeah, it does. Especially if you
Yeah.
have pets, like, in which you do.
Yeah, but I don't think they shed. It's more me that's shedding.
Oh, well, mine definitely sheds because she's a cat. So it's always cat hair everywhere.
And it's like, that's not because I'm crazy or I have OCD. It's like once you're like, cleaning is really like, once you start, you're like, there's so much more to do.
Girl, I know. I was doing that yesterday. I was like cooking and cleaning. I was doing the whole wife thing yesterday.
Mhm.
And I was like, and even when you start cleaning, it's like, it's just, you always see something else. It's like, it's never over.
Yeah.
And you're exhausted and you're like, oh, fuck, man. Like, I can't do this anymore.
It's kind of weird. Like, what, you're only going to sort of clean? You're like, oh, I'm just
Yeah.
going to do a little bit of, I'm going to vacuum. It's like, okay, and the bathroom, it's like, you got to do all of it. You're not going to vacuum the carpets and then like do the floors, but then like not do a little Windex on the mirror. You're not going to like, then you might as well just wipe down everything.
Yep.
I don't know.
100%. So you're in California. You're going to go do a show.
California. Yeah. Today's like my LA day. So I'm going to do Dick Masterson's podcast. What's it called? The Theory of Nothing? Wait a second. No, I just retweeted it. I know what it's called. Hold. Okay. The biggest problem in the universe.
Yeah, definitely send my regards to Vito.
Yeah, I have a lot of various messages to give him from people. So yeah, 5:00, I will be on his show. The biggest problem in the universe. Yeah, I gotta figure out.
It was the funniest thing when I met Dick Masterson for the first time, like online. He was at Nick Ricetta's birthday party stream. And he's like, yeah, I like stream with this guy Vito. You're like half your panel probably doesn't like him, and like nobody said anything. And I was like, yeah, I fucking hate that guy. And like Dick was like, wait, what?
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, that guy's a dick.
Wow,
that was so funny.
So they'll be there.
He just laughed. He was like, I know. A lot of people don't like my co-host, but I mean, I like Dick Masterson. I think he's funny.
He is funny. Yeah, he has a good sense of humor. And then I'm doing a spot on Sam Tripoli's show at the Comedy Store tonight, and that's at 8. So it's gonna be.
I actually want to watch your podcast with them. What time is that
at? 5:00 this time, 8:00 Eastern.
8 Eastern. Okay, I'm gonna try and catch it. I want to see you on that show.
And packing is like stressful. Like I heard Quartering talking the other day about how he's anxious about travel and like how he has to do many passes over his luggage. Like that's how I am too. Like
yeah, me too.
You really have to think a lot about like everything what do I need? What's everything I use in a week?
Although, like, for me and you, it makes sense because we're women. For him, not so much, because it's like,
Mhm.
I don't know, that's kind of gay. I mean, come on, dude. Like, you're a dude. You can get whatever anywhere. Like, it's not like, oh, I need this hair product that I forgot to bring, or like I need this thing that's like, I don't
Dave,
know.
I resent this. I did not shower today, and maybe I didn't shower yesterday, but I definitely showered the day before. I'm busy. I'm traveling. Yeah, and then you're like, okay, you don't want to bring too much shit or shit that you definitely don't need.
That's always my problem. I've learned through the hard way of
But it's
taking
like
way too much shit.
if you have, like, let's say a face wash that's only supposed to be a 3-time-a-week face wash, do you bring it if you're going to be away for 6-7 days? I would say yes. Because you don't want your whole. It's like we're not fucking camping here, and it's all about if you can get small containers, and you don't want your whole skincare regime to just go down the shitter. But I forgot to bring vitamins. Usually I'll bring like some kind of vitamin, like or emergency packets or some kind of like stress vitamin. I forgot
They have those in California. You
Oh,
can
yeah.
get those. That's easy.
Oh yeah.
It usually my packing also depends on where I'm going. Like if I don't have easy access to certain things, I'll be like, okay, yeah, no, this is getting brought.
Mm-hmm. Russell Hall, J Doll told the truth. No, he said I was rained on. He said I was rained on, not that I was unwashed.
What is going on with Russell's freaking icon today? Like, holy shit, Russell. Jesus.
Oh, this? Oh, the blackface? Oh yeah. That's not good. I think maybe I showered yesterday morning. I don't know. It's all kind of blending in together. But it's not like I'm not like, I'm always showering before I'm with people. If it's just a scuzzy travel day, like, who are you trying to impress?
Yeah. I mean, mind you, like I have to, it's just like a thing with me. Like I have to shower after I get home from the airport. Like I have to. Like there's no way I can't because it's just so gross. Like the plane and the airport are just so gross for me. Like I'm like, I need a shower after I get off a plane. It's just it's a ritual.
And then I just sat on my bed and I just started like, oh, I'm nodding off. I was like, oh, I'm just going to check my phone from bed. Like, okay, you're obviously going to go to sleep.
Yeah,
like,
you're passing out. Yep.
Yeah, there's something kind of sad about like, I don't know. You get lonely, and I'm not somebody who like likes to have the TV on. So maybe I'll listen to like a podcast or something and then I'll fall asleep.
Oh, by the way, the story about your bed, like, girl.
Oh, yeah, how I make my hotel bed.
So here's the thing. I always make my bed too, like in real life. But when I go to the hotel, I'm like, I'm paying so much money to be in this freaking hotel. I'm not gonna pay to make my own damn bed. Okay. Like that's the only time I don't make a bed.
You're like, I'm not doing this work.
Yep.
I just do it for me. I do it for me because I feel like more motivated if it's like.
Well, I mean, if I was live streaming, it'd be a different story because I'd be like, I'm cleaning this shit up so people don't think I'm a fucking pig. But otherwise, no.
If Lila wasn't going to be staying here, yeah, I would have. Well, the guy first gave me a much nicer room only with one bed, and I'm stupid because I could have stayed there, like last night and maybe also tonight. I could have had like the nice one bedroom, but I was like, oh, I have to switch. Like my friend is coming, and then I realized I could have probably switched later, but it's okay. But if Lila wasn't coming, yeah, I would definitely have one bed be for my luggage and one bed would be for sleeping or sometimes
for luggage.
or sometimes like, yeah, if like Frank was here, it'd be like, oh, one bed's for fucking, one bed's for eating or something.
Yep. I feel that.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been like, even though I live in like a tourist town, I haven't gone really away anywhere for a while, especially because the U.S. of the mandates or whatever. So I haven't been to visit family. But as soon as it gets like they get rid of it, I'm gonna probably go for a trip in California because that's where my nephew lives. I'm gonna go visit him.
Ooh.
Put him in a box, make him draw stuff.
Yeah, I was told that this area is nice. Maybe I'm just not seeing it yet. Maybe I'll have to venture out and like.
Where are you? Pasadena.
I think the greater Pasadena area. I have to look at a map though.
Yeah. California is fucking huge.
It's big. Matthew Hammond, Q-Tring is caffeinated, drinks alcohol, and does herb. Oh, are you talking about quartering? Yeah, I do have to take several passes on my luggage, though. I have to like one day, like the days leading up, I'll be like, okay, one day I'm gonna pack all my toiletries, one day I'm gonna pack all my clothes, and then you need a couple days to like go through, because you can't just throw random shit in a bag. You have to be like, what is gonna be each outfit for each thing I have to do for each day? What can I rewear?
You know what I should do is I should send you my sister-in-law's Bikram yoga studio,
Ooh, I love Bikram yoga.
and you should go there.
These are the only workout pants I brought. These, yeah, because I'm like, how many times am I really gonna be working out?
She has the nicest studio in all of LA.
Really?
Yeah, man.
What's it called?
It's called Stretch.
Stretch.
Yep.
Okay.
It's in what's it called? Oh my god. I'm spacing out on the name.
Burbank?
Yeah. It's in Burbank.
Oh. Oh man, I used to love Bikram. That's all I used to do. Wow, maybe I should go there.
You should go. You should go. That's my sister-in-law.
When is it? Oh my god. Because I think I have to do I think I'm shooting something in Burbank tomorrow morning. Maybe I can go. Maybe I'll go. When do they have classes? Schoolofstretch.com.
Yep.
Wow. That's so cool. Okay. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, we'll talk after.
Okay. Wow. That guy, Bikram Chowdhury, he got busted for being a perv. He might have been molesting people at the yoga training camps.
Mayhaps.
But you know what? It's still a great form of yoga. It's too bad that the whole brand had to tank over it.
Yeah, but she always kind of knew about Bikram's shadiness. That's why she like marketed her as not Bikram. That's why she called her Studio Stretch. And also she believes in the work of Vishnu Ghosh. I think that's the real guru's name. That's who Bikram stole Bikram yoga from, basically.
No way.
Because he Vishnu Ghosh like thought of the method, and the method is actually a lot bigger because Bikram's is 1 to 26 postures. Vishnu Ghosh's is like 1 to 126. So
126.
Yeah, it's like it's a lot bigger. So like as you advance, you do the more advanced postures. But it's like a whole crazy story. My sister-in-law was very well aware of Bikram's shadiness. So she wasn't down with it. So she was like, I still love the method, and I'm gonna teach the true method. And she's been training all over the world. She's nuts, man.
You gotta separate the art from the artist. Like, you people got molested. Big deal. You throw the baby out with the bathwater. Come on now.
You do. Joe Rogan does it.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. It's really good. You sweat a ton, and it's like same benefits if you like go sauna a lot. Like
That's how I lost all the weight, like the diet change, and then doing Bikram yoga for 30 days straight.
It's great for your knees. It's great for your back. It literally wrings out all the stress from your body. You leave feeling like better posture. You stand taller. That's all I used to do.
That's one of the things I really miss here is a really nice hot yoga studio. I never thought I would like hot yoga either, but hot yoga, like the heat is what makes it so good. It's like, because it just opens up all of
all your pores
joints
and stuff. But you know, the tricky thing about Bikram is like you sweat so much, you have to bring a change of clothes, and you have to remember to hang up your clothes, your sweaty clothes. Like you can't just leave them in your car in a bag.
No.
That'll be really bad. And if I go do that tomorrow, I'm gonna have to like air my clothes out because I can't be having them like I have to let them fully dry before I like pack them away again.
Does your hotel have laundry?
Dr. Huxtable did nothing wrong. I have no idea. I've never done laundry at a hotel.
They probably do, and that's pretty easy. You'll just give them the thing and be like, here, just wash the shit for me and dry it. And then they put it in your room. after
That's
it's
a
done.
great idea. My I used to have a boss where he would always get well, he always stayed at fancy places like the Four Seasons and whatever, but he'd always, because I'd have to do his expenses whenever he'd come back from these trips, and I would just see what he would spend on dry cleaning and having things cleaned on vacation. I just was like, I don't know. I think I associate it with like unnecessary spending and like
Yeah.
bouginess and luxury, like a level that I'll never be on. But
Well, it also depends on like how much they charge you. And like, yeah, because in the hotel they might charge you like, oh, it's like $50 to do like this, like, bag
That's
of
a
laundry or
lot.
whatever. And then like you look next door and there's a laundromat and you're like, oh, okay,
Yep.
like I could do this for a quarter. Like I'm not doing that. I'm not
Yeah.
paying you $50.
This is, if there's a machine that I can throw quarters in, that I'll do. I just don't like the idea of handing a maid my fucking
Yeah, no, I totally get that.
clothes. Like,
I totally
what?
get that. I mean, you're in LA.
Yeah, it
Like,
is
there's
big
a
and
lot of
bougie. Yeah, it
there's
is.
a lot of laundromats.
Ew. Even I was like not looking forward to get like the people a family sat in front of me on the plane, and I just was like, you're such typical LA filth. Like I could just tell from like what they were wearing, and they had their three, like they were all beautiful too. They had their three like beautiful kids, and like the couple was beautiful, and she had this bougie coat that I know was expensive. Everything they're wearing is expensive and bougie.
Oh my
And
God.
they're not traveling in like slovenly travel day clothes like maybe I do.
Okay, here's a question. Here's a question about travel wear. Because I'm like you, like I like wearing like comfortable wear on the plane. Like I'm not gonna deck
Mhm.
out like in high heels and shit to go on a plane. I've seen people do that. But I've also seen people wear like fucking pajamas on the
No,
airplane.
you
And I'm
cannot do
like, come
pajamas.
on.
Have some self-respect. No, I
Right?
just wore
Thank you.
okay, unfortunately, this is exactly what I wore on the plane yesterday, is this hoodie, which definitely smells already. But I'm getting another wear out of it. See, I'm already gonna shower and put on a new outfit for when I do the podcast and have it. So I'm already like, I'm just squeezing the use. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm just bringing the absolute last of this wear. It's like this is bumming in my hotel. This I got for free at DabbleCon because I traded my boyfriend for a Coors Light. Because Stunning John
Frank.
loves Coors, and it's just a stupid inside joke. What was I gonna say? I wore black like leggings, but don't do pajama pants. Have self-respect. Wear like either a stretchy jean or a stretchy black pant. Not like
Thank
ass
you.
tight yoga pants, like nothing like that, but like a legging that's not super tight. And then I did a hoodie and then did like my jacket over it.
That's
Yeah.
kind of like what I wear when I'm on a plane, like just very comfortable.
And cowboy boots always, because you can easily just like whoop, slip them on and off. I always go for the pat down. I never walk through the machine. Ever since my mom got
I
cancer,
always
I was
opt
like,
out too, girl.
yeah,
I always opt
always
out.
opt out. And I was like, sorry, I don't care. Like, oh, it's safe. Yeah, you know what? You know what they also said is safe? A lot of shit that's
Yeah,
not
like
safe.
yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah,
only
I
in
opt
a
out all the time
yeah.
and everyone
Yeah.
always stares at
Opt
me and I'm
out.
like, fuck you, I'm
Yeah.
opting out. Fuck that.
Yeah. Guess what? Maybe I like getting felt up. All right. Maybe I like a little physical touch before I get on a 6-hour flight.
Do you ever okay, like I've been when I opt out, a lot of times they're like, "Do you want the private room?" And I'm like, "No, I want to
No.
be felt up right in front of
No,
everybody."
I want everyone to watch. I want
Exactly.
people, yeah.
I had
Then
this
people
one
always
little
look
girl
at me.
stare at me once. It
And I
was
know
so
the
funny.
lingo. I you put your luggage through the thing, and I go, I need a female opt out. And then they go,
Me too.
huh? I'm like,
Yep.
female opt out.
Female opt
That's gonna be
out.
that's gonna be the name of my next album. And then people look at you like, what? Because they imagine you like they're looking for, I don't know, some kind of pacemaker or like device. Like people are literally scanning you looking for a reason, like,
Yeah,
why
like
are you not
why?
going through the machine? And I'm like,
Totally.
I kind of look at them and be like, enjoy your fucking cancer, everybody, like
Yep. And then, oh my God, the best is when like you get the girls that come up to like pat you down. And the chick's like, so I'm gonna be feeling your breasts now. I'm gonna be running my hands
I'm gonna be
through,
running the
cupping
back
your
of my
boobs. Yeah.
hand. I'm gonna be
And then I'm gonna be
tweaking
cupping
your
your
nipple.
vagina. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, no problem, girl. Go for it. And she's all like,
Yeah.
like they're all like, what the fuck?
I'm
Why are
gonna
you so
start with
comfortable
your
this?
hair, and I had a ponytail, and then like she's just sort of like feeling up my ponytail. I'm just like, ooh, I'm like,
Yeah, the
this is
funniest shit was
nice.
one time I had this little boy like just staring down like this lady, like fucking feeling me up and doing the pat down. And like the mom came and like grabbed his hand and was like, "Let's go!" Like, that was the funniest.
Wow, you guys don't know what you're missing on. You guys got to do the tap out, the opt out, the pat down.
Yep.
Especially if you're there like 2 hours. I was there 2 hours early. It's like, of course I have time for this.
Oh, I don't even give a shit. Like, I could be missing my flight. I'll be like, I don't care.
Really?
It's not
Okay.
worth cancer for me to
That's
be
true.
like, oh, like cancer or miss a flight. I'll miss my flight. That's fine.
Wow.
I'm
Yeah, you
very
just gotta make sure
committed
you
to
get
not
there.
getting cancer.
Well, every once in a while, they'll just have you walk through the metal detector. That's like if they're very overwhelmed.
Okay, yeah,
They'll
no.
usually have the particle machine that zips around you, and then they have the metal detector. If they're
Hey,
really
Gary's in the chat. He says,
Gary's
"Can we
in
call
the
it a can we
chat.
call it the pull out?"
The pull out. Yeah, I'm gonna do a female pull out. Thank you.
Yeah.
And the trick to getting patted down is to look at the other passengers like your time is being wasted, like you're used to it, as if you're a dangerous person. Planes are like prison. It's so funny. You know, I should, next time I do a pat down, I should just yell out like, January 6th was a setup, you know.
Oh, no.
Freedom for the J6ers.
Oh my God.
And I like
it.
it. She's like, oh, and now I'm putting my hand in your waistband. And I take my sweatshirt off. I make it very easy to be felt up. Okay. Like I usually do. I'll do, you know, sort of like, yeah, either a thin jean or a spandex pant where it's like, I'm not hiding anything. Look, you can see everything that's happening here.
Yeah, it's so funny too when they do that to me and they're like, "So I'm gonna be cupping your boobs now," and I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." And they're like, "So you've done this before?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I have no problem with any of this." And they're like,
No,
"Okay,
yeah.
then we still have to tell you what we're doing for legal reasons." And I'm like, "Yeah, no problem."
Yeah. Do you want a
The
private room?
descriptions are funny.
Do I look like I want a private room? You know what I hate too is when it takes way too long and then you're separated from your stuff for like a very long time and it's all splayed out. You're like, your laptop is out of its bag, your phone, your wallet, everything is just loose in a bin, and you're like, I'm fucking 25 feet away from it for like 20 minutes that I don't like.
Totally. The other thing that you said about January 6th, dude, like I thought about like yesterday, I was looking at Twitter and I saw that comment by Jay, like one of his haters, like Drunk 3PO was like,
oh yeah, that he made merch or
like
something.
we're like Ryan, yeah, like you guys were selling January 6th merch. I was like, what the fuck is what are you talking about? Like I never saw that. Where
great idea,
I don't remember that.
I should have January 6th merch.
You do have January 6th merch because it's called like your album.
It's my album, man. I think it was Bryson Gray or Forgiato that have a switch that say like Jan Sixers or something like that. It looks like a sports team.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Merching it up. And guess what? We have now on Flagrant Triggers a digital cannibal shirt. This I've been working very closely with Cam on for the last couple weeks, but you guys, we finally have a digital cannibal shirt. Oh wait, I think we took it off.
Wait, what is that?
No, here it is.
What is
that
called? You sound vaxxed?
You sound vaccinated. You sound vaccinated.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Okay, I didn't see that.
I've seen that all over. That really spread. Frostbite, of course. I've seen no one has ordered a filing cabinet shirt yet.
So I'm not the only one that's ordered their Rootin' for Putin shirt.
Oh no, I have one. I've seen people. I've done like road gigs where people have showed up wearing this shirt. The Rootin' for Putin is out there, and I think it's gonna sell even more because Putin just came out and said like the West and the United States, like we're too fucking gay, we're too trans, we're fucking everything up, and it was like the speech. I'm like, yeah, I'm agreeing with everything he's saying.
Yeah. By the way, guys, I've ordered the Simpcast tank. I've ordered the Rootin' for Putin.
Wow.
I got a couple of X-Ray Girls Go Tits shirts. They got really nice material. This is a really good,
soft.
Yeah, it's really good breathable shirts. So I highly recommend the material. And the people that are running the place are super friendly. Really
Mhm.
cool. Really cool
Especially
dudes.
if you're a fellow PR bot, if you are a fellow internet tumor, then you're going to want this digital cannibal shirt because, I think your work is Warhol-esque. And I've just always wanted you to take my picture and do an article about me. Digital cannibal.
Wow.
I'm gonna get one and wear it to the gym, and that girl who hates me at the gym is gonna give me more side eye. But she's 19, so she doesn't count. She's not a real person yet.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, it's a super chat from Pudding Toot. Get some Odio Ban. It's great for clothes and pretty much anything else. It'll keep your clothes smelling good until you can wash them. You know what I do have is a Febreze like little spray thing.
Oh.
So I might, and I don't really smell that much. Like it takes a lot for me to really like stink up clothes.
You know
So-
what? That might be good for me, but not for my clothes because yesterday I was changing sheets and then like in Cancun, it's really humid. So you get that like really humid smell and like for like sheets and like pillowcases and stuff like that you've like let be in the drawer for too long.
Okay.
So I'm trying to like figure out like how, like what the fuck is how am I supposed to get rid of this disgusting humidity
you
smell?
should get is I love them. They're like these little beads that you throw in the washing machine. I think like Dove makes them. A lot of brands make them. They're like little beads that you pour, and plus they're fun. You pour them into the lid and then you throw in like a cap full into your wash, and it just helps make everything smell better.
Okay. Yeah, because
So
my clothes smell good.
I'll do like the Tide Pods, and I'll do the Clorox for colors, that detergent, plus the 2 Tide Pods, plus an OxyClean if the stuff really smells, or if it's like work clothes or something, or man clothes. Then I'll do the little sprinkly, smelly things.
Okay. Yeah, no, but I'm more talking about for afterwards, like because it just sits there in the drawer for like a while because they're clean, but they just sit there, so like ready to be used, but they gather like this like humid smell, like while they're sitting there.
Do you have a dehumidifier?
I do, but it doesn't seem to be working for that purpose. I figured I have to get something to like put in the drawers or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Dang. So it's like a humid smell.
Yeah, it's a humid problem. That's one of those tropical area things.
Your drawers are humid.
Yeah. Dryer sheets in the drawer, somebody said. Okay, I could do that. That's easy.
Yeah. Done.
Thank you.
God, we used to have back in the, I guess the 80s or the 90s, like potpourri in drawers. Like my mom and grandma would be all about like potpourri. You just get like,
see, that's a good
bag.
idea.
But I don't even do they even make potpourri anymore?
I mean, I can make potpourri. It's not a big deal. You just dry out a bunch of roses.
It's cinnamon sticks
put them in a bag.
Some other shit. But then when it gets messy, that's when it's annoying.
Yeah, that's true. Baking soda in the drawer.
Oh, incense sticks in drawers with clothes. That's a good idea.
Ooh, I have a lot of incense sticks. Okay.
Baking soda in your drawer.
We also have a lot of baking soda in this house. Okay, I can do that. Although I like the idea of like dryer sheets or the other thing more than baking soda because the baking soda can get everywhere. I'm not down with that.
This is literally what mothballs are for. Wait a second. I lost your chat. Baking soda. Captain Zach Beard, any plans to perform in the Pacific Northwest? Where the fuck is that? Just be specific with a state or a city, please. Saw Dave Landau in Tacoma last year. Where's Tacoma? Is that Washington?
Tacoma.
I think so. A little thing about me is I will go wherever they'll have me. So if I have an area that I know that there are fans there. Yeah, Washington. Okay. Yeah, I'm down to go anywhere. It's just that like what clubs in the area will they have me? Do they have some sort of political bias? Do they not like me for whatever reason? Like there's so many things that I have to filter through.
You're like one of those people too. Like you're pretty vocal. So
I'm not even that vocal, but it's wild. Like every fucking gig I do, the owner or the booker, they're always like, wow, we got a lot of complaints about you. Like, even in fucking Rochester, there were people that pretended to be Frank and myself literally complaining about rats in the Rochester comedy
What?
people literally pretending to be Frank, putting in a complaint. And I'm like, and these
That's
people know. It's like
crazy.
Frank wasn't even fucking there. But
That's nuts.
people are retarded and they have a lot of free time.
Chrissy live from Chaz. Somebody said.
I will go to Chaz. I will go to Chop. I will go
Oh, that would be funny, man.
everywhere.
Does that shit still even exist? Like, or is that over? Like,
Chaz and Chop. I think they
Yeah.
tried to break it down.
okay. I don't even
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
I lost
Tim
track.
Smith does the incense trick from a head shop. They kept their overstock in a box with incense, and the smell transfers over.
I'm doing that. I'm gonna go get a bunch of vanilla incense and stick it in my drawer.
Yeah, but
See if it
nobody
works.
likes the smell of mothballs. That's why they fell out of fashion. It's an old person thing.
Yeah.
There's a product called Damp Rid that naturally absorbs humidity. Yeah, I have one in my puss right now.
Oh my
No.
god.
It's damp. It's fine.
Oh boy.
Push-ups. Going to San Fran on Saturday. We are taking Cali by storm. Wow. What are you doing in San Francisco? Being gay?
Yay.
Being gay. Yes, happy anniversary to Lila and Eric. Thank you for reinforcing. Yeah, it's their anniversary today. They got married on 2/22/22 at 2:00 in the afternoon with 2 witnesses.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think that was a spell. I feel like that was more Lila casting a love spell on Eric.
Agreed. Congratulations to them though. They're a cute
Congrats. Yeah, I wish them a happy anniversary earlier today.
couple. What about you? Have you set a date yet? What's going on with you guys?
We may have. That might have to be something I talk to you about later.
Ooh, yay. Okay.
Come to Vegas. Yes, we're working on it. I'm working on a date for Vegas in April. Puddin' toot. Yep. It's gonna be fun. Ah, I bought a dress. Push-ups. Going to do a baby shower to give children's Bibles. Yeah, right. What's the real reason?
Uh-oh.
I don't believe it. See, this is what Eliza Bleu has done to me. Anybody who says they're doing anything good, I am immediately skeptical.
Oh my god. I was just gonna bring up somebody else, but then never mind.
It's really sad because we got very distracted as a people, and that's humans we're not perfect. We get wrapped up in drama. It's impossible. We veered so far off the point, which was, why is Venti getting her account locked out for posting something public? It was fucking public at the time. I don't care if she took it, did whatever, her fucking witchcraft, did her thing and got it taken down. Well, it was public at the time, so her shit should not have been locked out for that. And that's the thing is, a lot of us started talking about it, and it was a topic a lot of people cared about. So a lot of people were watching our videos, and it was good for a lot of our channels because people were very concerned about this issue, so a lot of people were watching, and then people, oh, you're only doing this for clicks. You're only doing this for attention. And then the people who look at those of us who were getting some attention off of covering it, like myself and Quartering and Brittany and you and Anna and Umbrella Guy and I don't know, anybody else who covered it and got some traction of it. Well, it's like, and then there's people who are for some reason jealous of the people that are covering it. It's like, dude, anybody can cover it. This is a story. What is the point of being jealous of someone's coverage or the attention they get from their coverage? It's like, we all can cover shit. No one's stopping anyone from doing anything. And then it just kind of devolved into like, who's acting out? Who's jealous of who? who's jealous of whose coverage, who doesn't like the way someone else is covering it. It's like, dude, if you have a problem with someone's coverage, be the content that you wish to see. You know what I mean? Create the videos that you think are missing. Create the coverage that you don't like get up somebody's ass that they're doing their videos wrong. Then you make the fucking videos. You have zero and that's the thing. You have zero control of what other people do, create, make videos about. So it's like, what's easier, to complain and bitch on somebody else or make your own fucking shit? And the answer
That's
is
what they do.
that's what's been happening.
Yeah,
People are complaining, jumping down each other's throats. Then just shut up and make content. Shut up, create what you think is missing in the conversation, and if not, then fucking do something else productive. It does nothing to just I don't know, drag people down who are trying to fill in the gap to the story.
I barely even covered it because like when the shit hit the fan, like my mom was here, so I was on like vacation. So like I came on your stream a couple times and then people were like, oh, you're grifting on that shit. And I'm like, I didn't even make any content. I just went on a couple streams and hung out with Chrissie. Like, it's so funny. But it's like, for me, I like, you know, I stand up for my friends. Like if I see, you know, some shit go down and I'm going to stand up for my friends, and I don't like censorship and I don't like that kind of shit. So I said something about it. And then some people get mad because they're like, well, my channel is banned. Why aren't you saying something about me? And I'm like, well,
God. And it's like, this is not everybody in the pool. This is not like, it's so irrelevant. Like, you know, it'll be a video about Eliza and they go, oh, what about this person? What about this person? This person got banned. It's like, this is not a video about anyone everywhere who's ever been censored for any reason. Like that's for another thread or another video, or you make a video about that. And it's like, people are inherently selfish. And of course, when they see somebody getting attention for something they feel like they too have suffered from, like they're going to be like, oh, let me get in there. When it's like, no, this isn't really the time or place. And it is, you do look like you're making it all about you when you do that. Like, it's just, there is a time and place for everything. And when you shove your thing into someone else's thing, it doesn't look good.
No, and it's like, maybe if you tried being nicer too once in a while, like other people would come to your defense instead of like, if you're that kind of person that wants to just start drama all the time. Yeah, maybe some people would be less likely to come to your defense. It's just the way life goes, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is. People are just going to make drama about whatever.
Not everybody on the internet making content has good people skills. Not everybody is self-aware. Not everybody works well with others. Not everyone has good intentions.
No. See, the good intentions part, that's the stuff that I really started to kind of like, that was one of the Eliza Bleu effects too. Like you really start to kind of get, oh, like I'm doing this fight for human trafficking or against human trafficking or whatever. Like, you know, your intentions, quote unquote, may present to be good, but I mean, not necessarily what exactly Eliza was doing it for. Like, that's the thing, right? And that, you know, with Eliza, it became a deeper rabbit hole of, you know, how many people did she actually help, or what did she actually do? And then the answer just kept coming back like nobody, and you know, like nobody knows what the fuck she's done. And like, you know, it just became like, from censorship, it became to, oh, I'm taking advantage of this group of people to become famous. Like, and that became even more fucked up and shady. So
yeah, was literally only here to network, to get closer, literally stepping on the heads of smaller podcasts to get to bigger things, like moving up in the world, which would be fine. That, you know, success is good, but if you can't answer questions about your own supposed victim story, then, like I've said, like, okay, let's say she's totally telling the truth, but she's just so ineloquent and so horrible at presenting herself, and so her maybe let's say she really has PTSD to the degree which she just seems like she's lying. I was like, okay, if that's the case, then you shouldn't be a public anything. You should not be the poster girl for this.
For me, Chrissie, it's even more like, okay, if she actually did end up doing good through the lies and everything like that, I'd be like, whatever, at least she did something. Like, that's fine. Okay. Like, I'll take it. You know, because there's an old saying that goes, the devil tries to do bad, but ends up doing good in the long run, kind of thing. Like, I'm butchering that quote, but it's kind of like the basics of it. But like, you know, if the devil's working through you or whatever, and you end up doing really bad, but then end up actually doing really good because you're helping people, I'm fine with the end result. The thing is that there is no end result with this woman. Like, where are all the victims that are being helped? Where is this humanity house? Where is all the money that you've taken gone to? Like, those are the things that I wanted to know about. Like, what is going on? And hopefully, like a Farron's documentary will come out and some of this stuff will become more clear. I don't know what's going on with her documentary. Do you know what's going on?
She's still working on it. I think she kept pushing it back, and then she would have another thing she wanted to add, and then but she's moved the date so many times that people go, oh, is it happening still? And I think she just initially was excited to put out a release date, but then kept adding
Delaying
and
it.
So now people are going, what the fuck? Andrew Leeds, this is a good comment. This whole situation has got me to become a subscriber. I knew there was something off about Eliza after seeing an interview on OAN. She's way too vague. And like she's the master manipulator here. She manipulated her way into fame, and she's going to manipulate her way to stay in fame, to stay in the public eye. She's going to block who she has to block. She is scrambling now. She's just going to spin what she can, try to keep whoever still believes her bullshit around.
Yep. That's the funny part, because she's going on this like crazy ass block spree and like just blocking like everybody. And I think that was her plan, is to just like block everyone at some point and then kind of like trying to get that traction again, because then people won't like ratio her anymore. Like once we're all gone, kind of thing, right? It'll be like all these new people that have no idea what the fuck's going on, and then they're like, oh, you're so great for doing stuff against human trafficking, we love you, and then it'll like just be a bunch of fucking bots, basically. I don't know.
Oh yeah, she's also on anybody who says anything negative about her is a bot. She really got fully on board with the PR bot idea, which is so funny.
Oh my god, remember that bot yesterday on that thread with the Project Veritas?
No,
I was dying because like this dude, he was like, you posted that picture of yourself with James O'Keefe, and this dude like commented he resigned, and
I saw that.
Dude, that dude was literally a bot. Like there was no fucking way that wasn't a bot. It was 100% a bot, because of like how fast it would come back with replies, and like the amount, like the language that he used.
That's so
was
interesting.
100%.
Yeah, because I'm like, nobody think he resigned. Anybody who's read just a little bit into it knows that they basically booted him out.
He literally said that like in the thing that I posted for him. And then he's like, no, he resigned. Google it. And I'm like,
okay,
dude, you're like, your programmers suck. Like you need better data, bro. Like
it's scary. Shit. It's scary to know that like, I don't know. Anybody could be a bot. Maybe Eliza really is that dumb and thinks that anybody who's against her is a bot, because she doesn't know the difference between real people and bots. I wish you and Lila would come to Kansas City. Aw, deranged lunatic. Thank you. What clubs do you like in Kansas City?
I've heard,
but you
Kansas
know, it'd be
really
you know what kind of situation there'd be no bots at in person at the Mines Festival.
Yeah,
but she's not doing that.
Which she's not gonna go anymore, right? I heard you said she bowed out, which makes
somewhat
sense.
of a bot myself.
Camelot.
Yeah, Eliza's not going. I hope they get Brittany on. But that's the thing, is if let's say hypothetically they put Brittany on that panel, it's really going to be Brittany, Ian Crossland, Luke Rudkowski. Fuck, what's his last name? And Bill Ottman. I don't know. Is that going to go smoothly?
I think Tim's going to be there too.
Yeah, Tim's got his own event the day before. That's a full-blown like Tim event.
I mean, I still think it would be good if she went and they could talk about like basically Shane's article and things like that. Like,
if I'm Venti,
I think it'll be good.
Yeah, if they don't invite her to speak and I'm Venti, I would go. I think it would be worth it to make the trip, because just the mileage you would get social media wise and your own publicity from being at this event. Like, go take photos 100%, with people, ask questions, try to ask questions in like the audience Q&A, and just being there, like talking with people, being out and about, I think would be good for her.
I'd definitely go if I was her.
Yeah.
What's going on with her? I haven't even seen
Interesting.
her in Simcast. Like, she wasn't there last week. Is she
I
good?
know. I think it was her birthday and then she wasn't feeling it. I don't know. I think she's okay though.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yep. Interesting times. All right. I talked about the putting your kid in a box story. This, who knows? This might irritate me. I always get annoyed when like kids make a lot of money for no reason. I'm retiring at 11 years old and I own a $52,000 Mercedes. I'm already annoyed.
I hate myself right now. What?
Forget Mario Kart. This preteen is showing off her Mercedes Benz. An 11-year-old girl who allegedly makes more than $133K a month said she plans on retiring so that she can focus on her schooling, according to news.com.au. Oh, so she's Australian. Oh, the girl identified as Australian native Pixie Curtis also revealed that she owns a luxury car despite not being able to drive it. Ha! With her mom's help,
God.
Curtis has her fingers in many pies, including her now multi-million-dollar business of hair bows and fidget spinners called Pixie's Picks. That's it. That's literally it, which took off during the pandemic. Pixie has decided to hang her online toy store shoes up to focus on her impending entry into high school. Momager Roxy Jasenko said. Jasenko. I'm already irritated by her face. In short, over the past few months, we have been discussing the business plans going forward as a family and decided that while it has been an amazing journey starting some 3 years ago, it was time to refocus with high school just around the corner. Well, hopefully she saved up for college or to start a business. I mean, she already has a fucking business. What's the point of school? Wow. Okay, so she makes these fucking pushy things that I don't understand, like their little popping situations. Like, what's the point?
I don't know what those are, but
I see them everywhere.
Good for her, I guess. Like that she made this. Like I don't. Okay, I kind of wish that they were doing things like instead of buying her a Mercedes Benz, like kind of wish that they were maybe, I don't know, donating some money to like some local charity or Ohio. Yeah, like doing something
in Australia that could help.
Something to help pandemic people, like, people are still recovering.
Jasenko continue, while the Pixie's Picks online store will remain, it will go back to how it began in 2011 as the best destination for children's hair accessories and hair bows, known as Pixie's Bows. Something that we will continue to manage together, but with a lot less time and pressure for Pixie. The PR guru sparked controversy when she bought a 10-year-old Curtis the luxury car for her birthday.
Yeah, that sounds a bit much.
Fuck? Why? The mom bought
I feel like she bought herself the luxury car. She bought herself the luxury car, and it's not.
Is the mom
come on
taking her money? I mean, I could understand.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, of course.
She's like, I'm buying myself a Mercedes Benz, but it's your birthday, girl, baby girl.
Sparks the baby by buying daughter 10 lavish gifts, including a Mercedes. Yeah, why would she let a Mercedes sit there for 8 years? Before the chick can drive it, or I guess 6 years she can get her
Somebody
permit.
said pageant mom. That's what it sounds like. She said it sounds like she's using her daughter,
or maybe she had to spend a certain amount of it so they didn't go into another tax bracket. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. Or
they can say it's a gift. Oh my god. This mom's probably like 30 years old.
Oh god.
You're a boss, babe. Ugh. Okay, she's got nails.
Those nails.
Wow. Good for her. I hope they're wise and they saved their money, and I hope they saved enough in case she wants to go to college or if she wants to start another business. I hope they managed it well.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, am I annoyed by the side of them?
Wait,
sure.
Go back down. Go back down. It says what? Obviously, she doesn't drive it.
She is driven in it, as is her brother, to and from school and for any activities.
Told you it's mom's car.
Yeah. Given the number of fatalities on our roads, their safety is so important. So if it means buying a car that has extra... Oh, they bought it because it was extra safe.
Yeah. That's why.
They bought a Mercedes because it's extra safe. Yeah, really? So was a fucking old minivan.
Where's her dad?
Good question. Dad lives in Tassie.
Oh, okay.
So maybe
there's a dad involved. That's
there's
good.
dad somewhere. Yeah, imagine like the dad was disappeared, but then like when she started making a lot of money, he's like, "Honey,
Hey,
hello, I missed
yeah.
you guys."
I went out for a pack of cigarettes 10 years ago, and here I am.
I finally found those cigarettes. I'm back now. I missed you and your mom so much. Wow, you guys, the business is really doing great. What is that? A new
pack of
Mercedes?
cigarettes, and they were sold out at the store, so I thought I'd go get some in Mexico.
Wow.
That's good though.
But you know what? Good for you. Like a kid is not disciplined enough to have a business. Like that was probably all the mom that set it all up. The mom deserves a car, whatever the mom wants. A 10-year-old can't run a fucking business. Are you kidding me?
This is the mom's business. We all know
It's the
this.
mom's business.
And
Yeah.
she's using child labor.
The kid is she's the poster. She's the poster girl. All the best to them.
Did you see that sphere ball thing
that popped up in the beach?
What the hell
I
is
saw
that?
I don't know what it was. Let's see. Officials investigating mysterious sphere that washed up on a beach. Mysterious sphere.
Somebody was saying that was it's Godzilla's egg.
Gojira.
Gojira.
Japanese officials sealed off a beach on Tuesday to investigate a large mysterious metal sphere. Yeah, maybe it's one of ours. The suspicious ball was reported by a local resident in Hamamatsu, a southern coastal city about 155 miles from Tokyo. It's a large round object washed up on the beach. The woman said her husband first noticed the object while taking a walk. It is an egg. That's
it looks
cool.
like a mini moon or like an egg, or I don't know what it looks like, but it looks fucking
Officials restricted access within 655 feet around the object for most of the day, with a bomb disposal crew inspecting the ball. An X-ray later determined the object was hollow and there was no danger of explosion, with the restrictions lifted around 4 p.m. The object, which has a protrusion that would allow it to be hooked onto something, closely resembles a mooring buoy. What the fuck is a mooring buoy?
What's a mooring buoy?
Looking it up.
Google it. That's a
mooring.
It's like a ship thingy?
I guess it is.
It looks like it because you can see that. Like you can see where the hook thingy is.
Yeah, like a boat buoy.
Yeah.
Like it's like a marker for a boat.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Wow. Okay. But the strange sighting sparked a brief flurry of TV attention and frenzied social media speculation, coming in the wake of the U.S. shooting down a Chinese spy balloon, followed by multiple unidentified objects. Japanese, maybe it was meant for China and it ended up in Japan somehow.
I'm gonna go with it's a Gojira egg.
Gojira!
And we're fucked.
Yeah, I hope a dragon pops out.
I know. Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Yep. Wow. Something smells in my room. It smells like the smell when you have a hairdryer going for too long. It's like a burnt smell in the air.
Ooh.
I don't think I have the heater on. Although I am right next to the heater. Gojira! Yeah, it's right here.
Oh man. Is it cold in LA?
I was just outside. I have to go put a parking thing on my car. It is weather. It's 52 degrees right now. So it's not really balmy. It's not what you would consider California weather.
Yeah, but California weather is weird too because they go through like really, really hot to really, really fucking cold.
Mm-hmm.
It's a desert. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
You don't know what to wear.
It's like it's like, oh yeah, mountains.
Yeah.
It's cool.
That's like 11 degrees Celsius. That's fucking cold.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I did.
I
always bring the New York weather with me. Like last time I was in Texas, I made it cold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The one time it snowed in Dallas and everyone freaked out, I was there for that.
Oh my God, can you come here and bring the cold with you?
I will.
I miss the cold.
I will make it cold. Okay. Oops. I should probably shower and start my day.
That sounds like a good idea.
This was a great show. Nina, thanks for jumping on.
Hey, thanks for inviting me, Chrissy. It's always nice to see you.
My fellow digital cannibal.
Why is Nina talking in Celsius? Is she Canadian? Yes.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, it's kind of cold. It's like 50s. It's basically New York weather here.
Yeah, it's nuts. I didn't expect that. I thought it was going to be warmer there.
I brought exactly what I would wear in New York here. Yep. What's it going to be? Let's see. This whole week. 50. Yeah. Tomorrow, 36, 39, 40. That's kind of cold. It's going to be in like the 40s basically all week.
Yeah, I remember like when I was living in LA for a bit, it was like in like fall, and in the morning it was so fucking cold. So I'd get up and like I'd want to wear like Uggs and like, you know, just because it was so cold. And then by noon it'd be like so fucking hot. You'd be like, okay, I need to ditch these Uggs and get flip-flops out because it's just so fucking hot. And then by like 8 o'clock, it would go back to being like fucking freezing cold again because like the second the sun would go down, it would be cold again. It's just really weird over there, the weather.
That is weird. That's so weird.
So weird.
All right. This was a great
can I
show.
plug something?
Yes.
Tonight
Plug away.
at 10 Eastern, I'm doing my show it's going to be Infinite Talk tonight with John Talk. So come and hang out with us at 10 Eastern. We're going to be chilling. And before that, I will probably be going live to play Hogwarts Legacy for a little bit. So
is that good? Is it a fun game?
So fun. You gotta play. So
do they sort you when you first started up?
Yeah.
They ask you what see,
I'm gonna be
re-traumatized, Nina, when I end up in Hufflepuff again.
Why? Hufflepuff is the best.
Because it's the loser club.
No, that's my house. Fuck that shit. That is not the loser club. Everybody who says that is a loser.
Okay.
We're the winners.
Okay. I'll give it a whirl. Yeah, guys, check me out on Dick Masterson's podcast. What's it called? The Biggest Problem in the Universe?
Yeah, that's Vito. I don't know why he's got him on there. That's why the show is called that.
I know. I unfortunately will have to face Vito. Yes, Biggest Problem in the Universe live show today, 5 o'clock California time, 8 o'clock Eastern. And then I'm going to be at the Comedy Store later today and tomorrow, Pasadena, Elks Lodge, and then San Diego Friday and Saturday at the Mic Drop Comedy Club. We just added a second show for Saturday night. So now we have 7:30 on Friday, 7:30 on Saturday, and also a 10 o'clock show on Saturday. So come see me and Lila Hart. It's going to be fun.
Yay!
Yep. This is going to be her bed. I'm going to make her stay here.
Oh,
I don't know where she could put her luggage, though. I'm going to have to clean this desk off. Yeah. Lila's great. She's very low maintenance. Like she stayed with me before. She's like, she takes up no space. She's just like, I'll sleep here on the couch.
She's tiny.
She's so cute.
Tiny
she's portable.
Human.
She's portable.
I could like fit her in my suitcase.
Oh, she's great. I'm obsessed.
I kind of want to fit her in my suitcase and just bring her to Cancun. Be like,
I think she would fit. I don't know if that would be allowed though.
No, it would not be allowed.
You know what I hate? I'm gonna show something I
Vito?
hate. I hate other than that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at these fucking this is how the plugs are with this hotel. I don't like, so I have to balance all my external batteries to just this is like so my computer can stay plugged in. It's like limp and weird because it's on an angle. Like it won't just
so
stay.
Annoying.
It won't just stay. So now I have to like buttress it with my external batteries.
It's like you have to help it to stay up.
Yeah,
that's what women do all the time.
And it's fine for a regular, like this is the charger for the batteries. Like that can stay in fine, but something heavier like a computer battery, it doesn't even.
No,
it doesn't
I can't handle it. I can't handle it.
One day I'll design the hotel rooms.
That's a good goal. I would like to design hotel rooms.
This is fun, Nina. Good to
Yeah.
catch up. Good to see. Of course, good to see the chat. Love you guys as always. If you're in California, we'll see you tonight.
Love you, chat.
All right. We'll talk